Okay, this will be an interesting one. Haven't done one of these for a while, but let's see if I can make this turn up a treat. This will be a challenging one, but it'll probably surprise me pleasantly, hopefully. Going to leave it on 100. Okay, let's see what we have here. In Style, Cynthia Erivo, beautiful music, never heard of her. Ha, interesting. We're going to make this into something cool, hopefully something really interesting. So I'm just going to put her upside down and spin her around. Just going to leave that over the edge. Whoa, that looks interesting. Not what I'm after though, but it looks very interesting. Yeah. Sorry folks, just got to put it upright. Do it the other way around. Yeah, that looks really interesting. That looks very strange. That's a difficult one to decide. I'm going to try it again, but that is looking good, but not quite what I'm after. So I'm just turning it around and try that again. I'm going to do it in the other direction. I think this is a rich person's fashion magazine. It's not like any other magazine, like your typical gossip types. It's more high fashion, I think. That looks interesting. It's more high fashion. It looks more like that rather than gossip or regular types of fashion. It is. It's more like a high fashion type of magazine. Yeah, that looks interesting. I still can't seem to get what I'm after. But that looks like it could be a goer. This could be the center. I wonder if we're going to do another one. I'm going to just put this aside. I think I can use... Ah, fuck. Whatever. I'm just going to try again. Sorry. Just thought about it. But I'm trying to get in touch, folks, with a missing loved one and try to get my video work up on television to locate him. I want to get into the primetime news slot so that heaps of people will be watching, and and maybe have a solution to find Luigi. His name is Luigi, and I really love and cherish him, and this has turned out not quite what I'm after. So I really cherish this missing person. I really do. I know he's out there. He's not actually in trouble, he's just missing. But it sounds like it when you use the term missing person. But he is missing from my life. I really miss having him with me. And I know he'll recognise this is me, because he's always been into photocopiers and he's known about me. He's seen me when I was really young, when I was living, and that looks really quite nice. I think we could work with this. This is a funny one. But basically, he's always admired me for what I do. All my exploits on the photocopier back in the early 90s when we met 3 times. We kept running into each other without even communicating on the phone or anything. So I do believe it's meant to be, but I have to find him, folks. I have to get help, and I need the TV channels to be cooperative. Maybe screen one less COVID-19 bulletin. If they can just have one less COVID-19 news bulletin, that would be good. I even bought myself a TV just to make sure that I know when I'm going to air, because I've got to disappear out of my community once I go to air. So I'm making preparations, folks. I must admit, TVs are not cheap. They're very expensive. That looks a bit dark. I do think we can lighten it up a bit, or maybe leave it like that. That's a funny looking image of her face, and that looks nice. But I really miss Luigi. There is no one like him. No one I can find. He is long lost. I don't know if I like this piece. I do like that one better. I do think that one is a better piece than this. So I'm just going to pull. Actually, I'm just trying to decide that maybe this piece looks better. I like it. It's more interesting. This looks a bit boring. It looks a bit shit. So I'm just going to pull it up. Now I'm just going to change it. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, if intuition is telling me not to. I try to work on using my intuition to drive me to do my work and to do it well. Sometimes I do get it wrong. But I really miss Luigi. And I've just lost all my fucking settings, folks. Ha ha. But basically, I really miss Luigi. Got to go make sure my paper has been selected. It's on order. I can't have that. But basically, I really miss Luigi heaps. I'm trying my best to get myself out there, and I think we have to just, I don't know if we're going to use, which way is it going? That's going to be the centre, so we just don't need the enlargement or want it. But basically I'm trying to locate Luigi, and it's difficult. It's really difficult trying to get my work that I do out there so he can know who I am and give me the directions to meet up together. It's really difficult trying to do that without any help. I can't do it. I need his company. I need help to pull it off. It gets lonely without him. Now this is really hurting my wrist. If you've ever felt what it's like to be away from a loved one, and this has turned up heaps nice. If you know what it's like to be away from a loved one, it's really painful. It really hurts. Being away from someone that you care about, someone that cares about you more than you could ever imagine. Because love is not something most people find. Most people find their relationship is lies and treachery. And I'm so grateful that Luigi's not like that. He's not perfect. Let me tell you, he's not perfect, okay? I'm not saying he's an angel, but he's as a person, he is a man of integrity as well as fun and games. He is. He's both adult and childlike at the same time, which is a good mix. And I love him. And I'm trying to get back in touch with him, and it's difficult. And the only way I can do it, I can think of doing it, is through the television. There's no other method I can use. Okay, we've had a clean run without our cyan and magenta toners running low. So that should give us enough to last us for the next part of this weekend. But this looks really brilliant, the colours. Better than I expected. I think the woman's coloured skin has given it really nice, that blue glow and that lovely against the red, which goes really well. So let's see, we'll just line these up. Anyway, that looks really quite nice. Now that's in style, reimagined.